Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is the 5th snowflake of our 25 snowflakes, so only 20 left. Now this one, it looks more like a flower, but I'm okay with that. I think it still looks cute. So this one consists of 3 rounds. We have a single crochet round, double crochet and chain round, and then we have the round where we're going to make some picots and some pretty edges. And that's all this really consists of. I mean, and this is a smaller one. This one measures out of thread. And of course, all of these can be done in yarn. At its widest point, I'd say 2 inches. Once we starch it, it may come out to a little larger than, well, I know it will. It'll come out to a little larger than that. But so this is I like this one. I think it's kind of simple. I'm going to put some glitter on it when we starch it. It'll look great. Okay, so like I said, you guys can definitely use the 4-weight yarn with a 4.5, 5.5 millimeter hook. But for today's, we are using the Red Heart Classic size 10 crochet thread with a 1.75 millimeter hook, scissors, one of our number 22 DMC needles. They have this in the Walmart aisle, or at the Walmart aisle, in Walmart in the embroidery and cross stitch aisle. And then we're going to use a stitch marker. So same supplies as always, get everything together and let's get started. Okay, to start our 5th snowflake, we're going to get a slip knot on our hook. Make sure you're leaving a long tail so we can weave in that end. Bring you guys a little closer. All right. Get a slip knot on our hook. All right, now we're going to start with a chain of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slip stitch to our first chain. Get the rest of those chains out of the way. And work our slip stitch. There we go. And chain 1. I'm going to tighten up that first chain a little bit. Fuzz on me. Okay, now we are going to work 12 single crochets into our ring. So that very first single, we're going to stop after we make it and mark it with our stitch marker so we don't lose that. In there and mark that. And now we need 11 more, so that's, well, we need 12 total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 11, and there's 12. I'm going to pull on this center tail a little bit, get that to close just a little, not too much. Okay, so now we are going to slip stitch to that very first single crochet we have marked. Take that off. I'm going to slip stitch to that one. And I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to double crochet into that very first single that we just slip stitched into. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to come right in there with a double. Now I'm going to double crochet into the next single. So right here. Now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to come down and we're going to double crochet into the next 2 singles. So our last one's right here. So we're going to single crochet into this one. Or I'm sorry, double, not single. There's a double. And there's a double. And now we're going to start that over. We're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come down, double crochet into the next 2 single. 1 and 2. There's 1, and here's the second. Alright, so we're going to repeat that around. Chain 6, double crochet in the next 2. Chain 6, double crochet in the next 2. Okay, so I'm going to meet you when we get back to where we started right here. Okay, so I've worked my 5th chain 6 and I have 2 doubles left. So I'm going to come down here and, or I'm 2 singles, and I'm going to come down here and double crochet into my last 2 single crochets. And here's the second. Now I'm going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to slip stitch into that first double, which if we look right here, let me get a needle and show you guys. Right here's this slip stitch. Here's the chain 1, and here's the first double. And that's what we are going to slip stitch into. Right in there. Alright, so now we should have 6 chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good deal. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the last round. So we're going to start with a chain 1. And we're going to single crochet into the same double crochet we just slip stitched into with a single crochet. And I'm going to go ahead and mark that so I don't lose it. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to come down and slip stitch into the 4th chain from our hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, and right there is the 4th. I just formed a little picot. Dang it. If you don't get these just right, it can be a bit of a pain in the butt. There, got it. Now we're going to single crochet into our next double. And now into our chain 6 space, we're going to work a single, a half double, a double, a chain 3, and then a double, a half double, and a single. So a single, half double, double. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do a double, half double, and a single. And then we're going to work our little picot here. So we're going to single into the first double, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come down and slip stitch into our fourth, single crochet into the next double. Okay, now we start our next petal, which is the single, half double, double, chain 3, and then we double, half double, single. So we start with our single crochet, our half double, and then we double, chain 3, 2, 3, and then we come down with a double, half double, and we finish that off with a single. And now we start our little picot, which is the single into the first double, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch into the fourth chain from your hook, 1, 2, 3, there's the fourth, oops, and then we're going to single crochet into our next double. Okay, so there is our repeat around. So keep working into the next petals, the single, half double, double, chain 3, double, half double, single, and then work your little picot. Single into the first, chain 5, slip stitch into the fourth chain from hook, single into the next double. Start your point. Single, half double, double, chain 3, double, half double, single. Start your picot. Single, chain 5, slip stitch into the fourth, single into the next double, and then start your next point again. So repeat that around, and I'm going to meet you guys when we get to the last chain 6 loop. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, so I've come back around. I just worked my last little picot right there, and I'm on my last chain 6. So I'm going to single, half double, double, chain 3, come back down with the double, half double, and then we're going to single. And now all we're going to do is slip stitch to that very first single crochet that we have marked. So if you need to give things a little bit of a tug to get it situated around, right there's that first single. So I'm going to come down and slip stitch into that. And there is our snowflake, our 5th one. All right, so if you're going to use the, back up a little bit, the ornament hooks, you can just chain 1, pull up a loop, cut, and weave in your ends. If you are choosing to use your thread for your loop of your thread to hang from your tree, we're going to chain 1 and pull up a loop, cut, pull that out, and I'm going to go ahead and weave in my center tail to get that one out of the way. All right, now make sure you don't close this. We want that hole left open. That's good right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut it because once we starch that, that ain't going to go anywhere. Okay, so now we're ready to make our loop. So I'm going to get this loaded on my needle. Oh, I missed a strand. Having a little bit of a hard time here. There, I got it. All right. So now I'm going to bring it through some stitches on the back. Just until that end pulls out. Bring that to the tip of my needle a little bit. Now I'm going to come back and pull it out a little bit until I like the length of how, like, this is how far it's going to hang off the limb. And let me see, where's my tape measure? I think it's about 3 inches maybe. Just about 3 1/4 inches. Not too long. This is one of the smaller snowflakes that I'd made. All right, now I'm just going to finish weaving this in and out some stitches on the back. Just to get it to hide good, because once we starch this, it ain't going to go anywhere. Hold on to where your thread comes back into the stitches in the back so we don't lose the length of that loop. Now I'm going to weave this back in. I'll poke myself. All right, and now I'm going to cut. And that's it. So this one, once we starch this one, after I got done designing it and I made this and I sat back and I looked at it, I thought, well, it kind of looks like a flower, but I'm okay with that. So we're gonna adjust some of these stitches in the chain 6 loops once we starch this. Okay guys, but that is it. That is the 5th. That's the 5th of our snowflakes, of our 25. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little tutorial here. Check out the description box. I got links to my Facebook group, my Instagram, my Twitter. Follow me on all those and join the group and show me pictures of the snowflakes you guys make. And my email is also down there. If you guys need any help, shoot me an email. And other than that, subscribe if you haven't. And you guys are the greatest. And that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.